What's good, everyone? Welcome back to FaShaun. This is episode 27. This is episode 27. Welcome back. Today we have some pretty awesome glasses that I really love. The brand is hyped currently. I bought them a couple of years ago when it wasn't as hyped, so you could get whatever you wanted, but it might be a little bit hard now. But today we're going to be focusing on Jacques Mage, specifically the Baudelaire. These are in the Flint colorway. Let's get into it. Okay, sorry about the dryer noise, if you can hear that. So here's the case. Beautiful case. Sorry, it's a little bit dirty because I've had them for, again, years. Here's what it is. Little Jacques Mage at the bottom. I think these are likely, you'll see, but these are likely the best. This is the best packaging from any brand that I've ever seen, and I have pretty much any high-end brand as well. So you open it up, comes in on this nice blue ribbon. You can see here you get a little bit of a card that showcases sort of the number and the amount of glasses. As you know, these are all limited production, including not just the Baudelaire itself, but including the Flint colorway. So 450 Flint Baudelaires are created, and that's about it, and they don't remake them anymore. So hopefully you can read that a little bit about, I think his name is Charles Baudelaire, who is an important figure in literary history. So you get a big blurb about what these glasses, or who these glasses were inspired by. Set that to the side. I didn't open this up, but you get, I think it's like just a reading manual for any, manufacturing, probably care instructions as well. Pretty cool. Again, nice red burgundy ribbon right here. Put that aside. You take these out of sort of this little pouchette. Toss this here. Here are the glasses, full leather case. I think real leather too, which is fantastic. And then there they are. Okay, so let's look at these more closely. Here they are with the, I think they're CR39 is the designation code, red lenses. Just beautiful construction. Really nice. Just, they're expensive. I believe the price is 1.5K Canadian, so this is definitely a splurge. I'm keeping these for life. And the great thing about Jacques Mage is they have a model for everybody and a color for everybody. Just perfect. These are the glasses version of myself, pretty much, as I like to say. Just enough gold for flash, but mostly dark with the really nice lenses. Let's see if I can focus in on the arms here just to show you the detailing. Come on, there. So you can see. But yeah, just fantastic. Made out of titanium, high quality lenses out in Japan. A singular sort of like bridge here, which I really like, which actually drew me to them in the first place. I don't know if you can see, but there's actually some like, I don't know if it's horn detailing, but on the rim of the glasses, it's like slightly just like right here, like discolored. There's sort of different colors in there besides just the gray titanium. Just unbelievable craftsmanship, and in my opinion, worth every penny. So Jacques Mage is a luxury manufacturer of optical and sunglasses. They do some jewelry work as well, which is really nice stuff. Pretty much just a high-end boutique brand for accessories. Now, they started off making these high-end production glasses, and they tapered off to other things, but the glasses really do speak for themselves. They're very comfortable to put on, and I wanted red glasses as well, red lens glasses, and they're all small batch, which means you're likely not going to see another person with them, and they do really speak to your style, your personality. I would say buy these when you kind of already have your style built into place. Don't just buy them because of hype. They are hyped. I think the Enzo is hyped, the Fellini is hyped, the Casablanca, to my dismay, is hyped, which I'll talk about later. But all of the glasses and everything that they make are just They're very expensive, but they're worth the price. All handmade, great attention to detail, as well as a great design. And that's the key with luxury goods that you need to look for, is high quality, good design, unique design, and that design speaks to your personality and your style. Going over into the purchase rationale, again, I wanted red glasses. Red, I think sunglasses in terms of a tint looks the best on me. And I just chose these as soon as I saw them, because I'm like, these are perfect for me. My type of style can go with any style that I usually leverage, and the only thing that warded me away was the price. There's no way to buy these vintage. And even if, because a lot of the glasses, and this is the thing with good design, unique stuff, is that there's a niche audience for those specific, probably production model like glasses, but then even further into the colorways that they supply. It was really hard to find. I had to go into, because they weren't, I liked them when they weren't in stores. And so I had to find, through the Facebook groups, the enthusiast Facebook groups, I had to find a person who had just randomly seen them in one of his local boutiques. He hit me up, gave me the details, I called them, they still had it. Then they sent me a mailing invoice, which I paid online, and then they shipped it to me from the US. And I think it was in Idaho or some such place. And so it was, even just to find them was tough, and paying them was even tougher, or paying for them was tougher. But I gotta tell you that these are fantastic. These are a lifelong purchase. I will have these forever. Going over now into the market analysis, really easy with glasses because there's so many different brands, so many different price points. Just so I can read my notes, let me take these off. These over here. So for cheap, I have a brand that everybody kind of knows, and I really like them. I really like, again, good design at affordable prices, more accessible prices. So for the first one, we have Blue Elephant on the cheap end, around $70 for the one that I have marked out. This is the Mark S in the brick tint. So what I'll say is cheap, again, with a good design, and the quality isn't so bad for less than $100. Not bad at all, and you're still getting an alloy frame, a metal frame, which is something that I really wanted to search for. That it's not gonna be titanium like these, but it's gonna be that same metal premium, heavier quality for less than $100. Secondarily, for the mid category, we have the Kubaram. I have a pair of Kubaram glasses myself. But these ones specifically have a great design. All Kubaram glasses have a very unique design. This is the 251 in gunmetal. Great metal quality, designed in Berlin, I think produced in Italy. You're just gonna get a lot of the same sort of styling cues and energy and vibe that you get from JMM, however in a sort of different lens. And when you again have good design, good quality, and then that design speaks to that personality, you really want to get that, because you know that nobody else will rock it like you, nobody else will probably even have them in the first place, and your style is really going to stand out from other people. And then lastly, for the more expensive category, there's a couple out there that are at this price point besides JMM. There's like Cartier for one, and then really like Chrome Hearts, and then other like more niche specialty brands and jewelry manufacturers that make glasses. But I really wanted to focus in on something with a similar vibe, and I landed on the Sofers model from Chrome Hearts. I love this model. I think it's super cool. I don't like it when it's too flashy. I like a flashy silhouette from Chrome Hearts that's muted down with sort of like black, gray colors. So this one really speaks to me as a nice comparison. So again, you're getting amazing, fantastic quality, made in Japan as well, incredible materials that they use, and a very unique design. And you're going to see me say it again and again in this video, you want, for luxury goods, you want quality of materials used, you want craftsmanship, and you want good design. You want those three things. Those are the trifectas for a luxury product. Now, These are, I think, man, they're way more expensive than they should be, and that's usually indicative of the expensive category in the market analysis. I think if you don't have, like, one of my best friends, he's an optician, so I have a pair of Pro Parts opticals that you've seen. I've gotten them for a lot cheaper than I should have gotten them for, but I think Sofer's retail is north of $2,000. Really expensive, and you can get something similar from JMM for $1,500. I mean, these are already crazy numbers in the first place, but if you're looking for luxury glasses, that's sort of like where you're gonna end up in. And I think 2,000 to 2,500 Canadian dollars for glasses, kind of ridiculous if you don't have a discount or a plug or somebody to help you out there. But again, just incredible work from Pro Parts on this specific model. Okay, so we've talked about everything. We've looked at the glasses, you know, why I bought them, the description of them, everything. Let's now go to my favorite part of the video and the most important part of the video, styling them. We have a Prada Linea Rossa racing bucket hat, a Valentino vintage tie, a cropped Jonathan Anderson Uniqlo button-up, and vintage Averex flight jackets, the Studio Nicholson sortie pants, and my fry boots. Okay, here's the fit. Wanted to go a little bit more vintage Italian American, my usual day-to-day style. I usually like to wear these day-to-day. As you know, we're going to be leveraging FCP, otherwise known as Fit, Contrast, and Proportion, my proprietary framework to style anything and everything. So let's start off with fit. Fit is the easiest to get right. As you know what's going to work on you versus what doesn't. Essentially, what we're trying to find is anything too loose where it loses its internal structure, or is it too tight where it's wrapping around your body and then again further losing that structure. Keeping the structure of a garment is integral to building it out, and so fit needs to be sort of really looked at first. Kind of, if you don't have it, there's no point in even buying it. So really look out for those things as you go. In terms of this fit, again, fairly loose. This is more of a cropped button up here. The pants are a little tight on the waist. You can't see that. I only feel that. I've got to lose a little bit more weight, but other than that, very flowy on the sides here. They curve out with a nice banana curve, which is great. Coat is very comfortable, very large, and flowy. Again, more cropped on the hips here, which is what I wanted. And so nothing is sort of breaking the structural integrity of the outfit. Next, we have contrast. I always say you want to complete the circle. When it comes to contrast, it's split into two categories, colors and textures. Starting off with colors, when I say complete the circle, what I mean by that is if I have red on my hat here, then there's got to be red somewhere else on my body. That also completes the circle. So red on the hat, red on the tie or on the glasses, you've now completed the circle with both halves, and you can go more than just two, of course. So white and beige-ish, white, off-white on the pants. Shades are fine. I think if you get a bit too nitpicky, if you want the exact same shade, though it does give you a 10 out of 10 outfit, it's not something that I really like to push because one, it costs a lot to have a bunch of different things in the exact same shade of color, so it's not really sustainable as well. So shades are fine. So you have white here, and then reddish brown on the boots, reddish, red burgundy on the tie, obviously red in the JMM glasses, red on the tab here on my hat. As well, we have brown on the bottom of the boots, brown on the jacket, brownish red leather on the feet as well. I have some brown combat boots that I maybe thought about putting on here, but I think I really like the heeled look with these boots in this outfit. So yeah, you just want to complete the circle, make sure everything lines up really well, and just have balance and harmony throughout the entirety of the outfit. Secondarily, we have contrasted textures, leather, cotton, fairly simple, cotton on the hat as well. If I always say as well, if you have anything high piles like a mohair cardigan or sweater, for example, you definitely want to have other mohair, other high pile garments on your body and just complete that circle. I always find that if you have something high pile, it draws so much attention to it that, and I don't really like that. I think an outfit should be greater than the sum of its parts. You shouldn't really draw attention to one thing because you put effort into the other things as well. And so if you have a mohair hat with some like mohair pants, for example, that's nice because now the top half takes in some attention, the bottom half also takes in some attention, and so you get that harmony again. You want to complete the circle as well when it comes to textures. Lastly, and the hardest to get right, is proportion. That's because you need to understand your body, know where your hips are, know what clothes complement your hips really, really well. To that end, I just wanted to say that I leveraged the hourglass proportion here, which is, in my opinion, the best proportion to start off with when you're experimenting. So this is a proportion that humans have loved seeing. It's very flirtatious, sexy, what have you. They love seeing it since the dawn of time, since the beginning of our civilization. You see it a lot in ancient Egypt as well, and other cultures. So again, hourglass here, cinches up at the waist, right? Goes down, down, down. These ones actually accentuate that hourglass proportion by having these sort of banana pants curve to them. And then this is why I said maybe the combat boots would be kind of nice here as well, because you want to keep that enlarged proportion going down, and the boots are a little bit too slim, but I think it still works, and maybe a combat boot would be bringing it out. But you can do rectangles, triangles, depending on what outfits you have or what pieces you have. You can do circles, you can do ovals as well, as long as it's a shape that you know that you've seen before, because other humans have also seen it before, and it can sort of add, it pretty much takes your outfit from like a 5 or 6 out of 10 to a 10 out of 10 simply through the fact that everything looks tailored to that proportion. Alright guys, that's it for this one. Hope you enjoyed, hope you learned something more importantly. Next weekend I will be on vacation, so I will not be posting a video. However, look forward to when I'm back. I have something special planned for that as well. But that's about it. Hope you enjoyed. Peace.